May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There's a guy bashing all public gamers. I repeat, there's a guy bashing all public gamers. Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, SubBrainster, and I'm here with another Call of Duty Black Ops 2 video. And as you can see in the title, I'm having a nuclear exactly with a 50 gun streak, which I think is pretty amazing because normally I'm a VU player. Still, I have Black Ops 2 and VU too, but it's a totally different feeling when you're on another console, and that's why I'm so proud of it. I'm having the PlayStation 3 of a friend, and yeah, today I actually want to talk about how to do a nuclear actually on Black Ops 2, how to do it, what you've got to keep in mind when you're doing it, and I'm also giving you some great tips on getting it. So let's start. In this game, I'm playing with the Scar Heavy. First of all, to say, I'm not playing in a team, and there was a triple right now. I was like, wow, man, that was so unnecessary. He killed me, okay, but how could none of my friends get him? And that was a double headshot. And this was a pretty close death. But back to the game, to my topic. I'm not playing in the game, so I'm always playing solo because on the VU there are so few players. None of my friends I have in real are playing on the VU, that's why I've got to do everything on my own. But still, I've actually adapted to it, and right in this moment I thought, how could I not die? Because you just saw there were 3 enemies, so there was some luck. And now again, back to the topic, sorry for getting out of topic, but okay, I'll talk about the topic later, because here's some lucky scenes. You can see I'm having a triple, and it's not over yet because there are other enemies coming again, 1, 2, and the third. I'm picking up all of them, and I think it's still not over. I've got to think. Okay, it should be over right now, but it was pretty lucky in this moment. I don't know if I'm going to die one more time in this game. It's been about 2 weeks I've been playing this game, but now, guys, let's finally get back to the topic. So I've adapted to playing solo, but believe me, guys, really, it's a great tip. If you do have friends which know how to play this game, and which know who know how to do some great streaks and so on, you can definitely ask them to support you doing a nuclear, because it's really great help if you just have some friends you can actually communicate with, because this is very important too. If you need some more time to get to nuclear, for example, you can tell them not to, or rather to capture a flag so you have more time. And on the other hand, they're just another chance to get some orbital VSATs, and this is just a very great help, because when you're having a VSAT, everything gets so much easier. You can see every enemy and where they are, in which direction they're walking, and it's constant. So you don't only have a scan every 2 seconds or whatever, it's just constant. And now, having already talked about the VSAT, let's come to the streaks. In my opinion, it's best to use the non-level Gunstreaks, which actually help to see the enemies on your minimap. So these are UAV, counter UAV, and the orbital VSAT. I think the most important of them is the orbital VSAT, the VSAT. So, as I told you, you can see every enemy. So it's just, you need much less effort to get your kills. It makes everything so much easier. So that make sure to get this one too into your streaks. But about the other ones, I think UAV is pretty important too, because if you want to get to the VSAT, it's a great step to take. The only thing I'm not sure about is taking either counter UAV or EMP systems. So EMP is making destroying the minimap of the enemies, I think about 1 minute, and destroying everything else which works with electronics, also vehicles in the air. So if the enemy has got a UAV or stealth chopper or whatever, you're just going to destroy it and be safe from it. But One disadvantage of the EMP is that it takes so much points, so to get there you have to first of all get to the VSAT, and it's yeah, a much bigger step from the UAV to the VSAT if you don't have this counter UAV. But once you get to the VSAT, it's so much easier to get to the EMP and get another VSAT again. But to get there, it's quite a big step. So I rather prefer the counter UAV because you instantly just turn off the minimap of the enemies. And in my opinion, it's much more important to get to the VSAT. And another little disadvantage of the EMP is that it takes 1,300 points to get there, and this makes it a little slower to get to the next VSAT, because before you can start with your second VSAT you have to fill the points of your EMP, so it takes 100 more points to start the second VSAT, but it shouldn't be of a problem when you're trying this. But still, it's another little disadvantage, which yeah, okay, it's not the most important one, but I still prefer the counter UAV, and that's what I'm using, and you can see I'm quite successful with it. Now, we have the Gunstreaks right now. Let's, no, not the Gunstreaks, the streaks in general. Let's come to the weapons. Whatever weapon you're using, most of them are actually quite useful for the nuclear. Talking about usefulness, I just mean that it's almost possible with every weapon. Some are harder than the others. For example, if you're using a sniper, I think it's a lot harder if you're trying to get a nuclear with a sniper. But when you're comparing submachine guns to assault rifles, I think it's almost the same. Maybe assault rifles a little easier, but if you get used to the submachine guns, it's actually possible very easily, because you just are a killer in low ranges, and that's what you have to make use of. So you don't go for distance fights, but you rather go around short corners, so not long distance, and that's how you're gonna kill the enemies. And even if sometimes there are two enemies in front of you, you can kill both of them, and you just can see I've got the nuclear and some unstoppables. And yeah, to the submachine guns and assault rifles, as I told, you can use both of them. Just get used to one of them, I would prefer, because if you just swap around them, you lose your practice, and that's another important point. You need very much practice and also experience. So if you haven't played Call of Duty much enough, it's going to be very hard, because Call of Duty in overall is almost about the same feeling. So you just really get the feeling about how to play, what to do, about the aim, which is also very important, because if you don't have the aim, you will just lose every fight in long distance and also sometimes in short distance. And about the feeling, you're going to be able to predict where the enemies are going to be, what they're going to do. So it's almost like you've got a VSAT in your mind. So you really need much experience in Call of Duty. And once you've got this, you'll be perfectly prepared to get this nuclear or Moab or nuke or whatever, which episode of Call of Duty you're playing. I've started with Modern Warfare 3, so it was actually on the Nintendo Wii, so it was a totally different feeling when you're playing with the remote. It's, I wouldn't say harder, but I really needed to get used to the Pro Controller of the Wii U. But I think I managed it quite well. As you can see, I'm already getting nuclears. And as I said, in Call of Duty it's much about the feeling, because as you can see, I'm playing on the PlayStation 3, even though I'm a Wii U player, so I still have the feeling of Call of Duty on PlayStation 3 too. It's almost the same, and it's about your personal playing style. Now, another important thing, no, I think it should be for it right now, and the game's over as well. I hope you guys like this video. In the next days, I'm going to publish some other videos, nuclears, because I've got 3 other on my on the stocks. So there are 3 other I'm having on my computer right now, but I had to give my the PlayStation 3 to my friends back again, so I'm going to see if there will be other videos too. I guess so, because we're playing together very often. That should be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave some thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and check out my Super Smash Bros. Wii U videos too. Peace.